Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jeff Kinnarum, Vice President for Community Engagement at West Liberty University. Welcome to the historic Capitol Theatre. Glad to have you here today. First of all, by orders of the Fire Marshal, I must point out the exit signs. And also, make sure your seats are in upright position and your tray tables are out of place. On May 3rd of this year, we began the transformation from a good college to a great university. The Hilltop is buzzing with good news. Our second cohort in our Master's in Education has started. The Highlands Extension campus is open and offering classes. And the important stuff here, our football team is ranked 21st in the country for the first time since we joined Division II. Part of our mission as a university is to serve the community. Today's event will be the first of many community engagements here at the Capitol and throughout the Valley. West Liberty appreciates your support, and we look forward to bringing the Hilltop to you many more times in the future. We'd like to make some introductions of some of our representatives from the university who are on the stage today. To my far right, Mr. Michael Blackwell, Chair, Department of Financial Systems. Dr. Sergen Katma, Assistant Professor of Economics. Shane Stack, Student Government President. And to Mr. Gingrich's left, we have Sushi Raya Inpon, International Student Representative of the University. At this time, I'm pleased to welcome the Dean of Local Radio Talk Shows in the Upper Ohio Valley and our own star of Channel 14. That's our university's TV station. It can be found on Comcast Channel 14 in the counties of Brooke, Ohio, and Marshall. Mr. Howard Monroe. Howard?
Thank you, Jeff. In the interest of full disclosure, most of you probably know I am a liberal and a Democrat. I voted for and supported Bill Clinton and Barack Obama. Yeah, I was waiting for that. But when I was asked if I would be willing to introduce our guest today, I was very happy to do so, because while I have not always in my own little way agreed with his ideas, I've always found him to be a man of ideas. And I am one of those folks in the media who believe that intellect and ideas should matter more than political labels. Discourse and discussion on public policy is important no matter what side of the political aisle it comes from. I note in the little brochure you may have gotten from the Government Policy Research Council here at West Liberty that their research center, they cultivate events that engage students, faculty, staff, and the community in a discourse about public policy and current events. And I think that is a goal to achieve, not just at events like this, but maybe for some of us in the media as well. As you know, our speaker served as Speaker of the House of Representatives from 95 to 99. Before that, Mr. Gingrich was Minority Whip from Georgia. Chairman of the Gingrich Group, a communication consulting firm with offices in Atlanta and D.C. General Chairman of American Solutions for Winning the Future. Senior Fellow of the American Enterprise Institute of the nation's capital. A distinguished visiting fellow at the Hoover Institution at Stanford University in Palo Alto, California. An honorary chairman of the Nano Business Alliance. A news and political analyst for the Fox News channel, which is where most of us probably get a chance to see him more often. Will you please join me and all of those folks here from the Economics Club and the Government Policy Research Council welcoming our speaker for the day, Newt Gingrich.
Thank you for that very warm welcome. I have to confess to all of you, I'm really amazed
by how this afternoon has come together. I don't know how many of you are aware of this, but my being here is entirely an accident. My wife sings at the Basilica in Washington, the National Shrine of the Immaculate Conception. And many years ago, when she began singing there, then Monsignor Bransfield was the rector of the Basilica. And when I first began going there, he was the rector. He was a very supportive and very encouraging to both Callista and me. And when he became bishop here, we missed him. We recognized that it was a great moment for him. But at the Basilica, we missed him. And so when she had an opportunity to come out and to sing tonight at the cathedral in a series of songs which are dedicated to the bishop on behalf of Mary, I am a choir groupie. My job is a spouse. I try to show up. I'm allowed to buy the Pinot Grigio after the singing. I am instructed not to sing if possible, but I'm allowed to hang out. And so we discovered I'd be here, and we had to get here early enough for the choir to practice, and she's actually at the cathedral right now rehearsing. And so we let it be known to the Economics Club that we were interested in doing something this afternoon, and it sort of grew out of all proportions, and then we learned that this theater had been renovated recently and was now available, so it's a great honor to me to be part of the history of this theater. And it is more than mildly amazing to me to have so many friends and so many interested people here, a number of whom walked up to me, and this is sort of sobering in terms of getting older, and said, well, you remember in 1986 when you were here giving a talk? And other folks who went back to other places where I had been over the years in Morgantown and elsewhere. I'm delighted to be here. I do want to thank the Public Policy Foundation of West Virginia for helping organize this. I want to thank the Government Policy Research Center at West Liberty University, and I want to thank BB&T Bank. It is terrific to have this opportunity. I'm going to talk for a little bit, and then we have some microphones, so we'll take questions and let you direct where we are. I do want to confess,